Muckdog fans, we apologize for the internet issues. When we say that we have been battling the internet, it's an all-out war, Luca.
It's an all-out war, something akin to the Battle of Midway to Stalingrad, like I said, as the Pioneers and Boeing have just recorded the second out of this fifth inning. So a bit of a dynamic going on in this game. Elmira scores 3 runs in the first inning. Batavia punches right back with 3 in the second, and then, nothing really much else. So
nothing really since.
Luckily you fans haven't missed too many fireworks while the stream has been down.
Caleb Walker takes a fastball outside for ball 1. To fill you in, Luke Rising came in with no outs in the bottom of the 4th inning for Pablo Sainz. Caleb Walker, one hop out to second. Diving stop by Moniz. Throw to first in time. 4 out, number 3. So the Muckdogs go down in order for the second straight inning. Bobby Boeing has done a great job settling, as Luca mentioned, after 4.5 innings of play. Halfway through this one, we're all tied up at 3s.
People always ask me, Sophia, how do you change a tire? I don't know. I don't know how to change a tire. And my name's Bella. But I do know where you can get great food and good times at Tully's in Batavia at 522 East Main Street. Look out for coupons at the next Muckdogs home game. And go Dogs!
So Luke Rising back out for the 5th inning. Because the stream was down, we didn't give you a chance to look at his numbers. Numbers so nice,
you want to
talk about him forever.
Yeah, you want to see the numbers.
This is his 14th game, 28.2 innings pitched, a 1.26 ERA. Rising with a scoreless 4th is now, Luca, at 20 straight scoreless innings. There was the first pitch inside to Dobek for ball 1. Dobek 0 for 1 today. He got robbed of a hit by Jackson Inman on a nice sliding stop in the second. It's 7, 8, and 9 in the Pios order. Here in the bottom of the 5th, the count 1-1. There's a strike. Now 1-2. Rising versus Dobek. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Dobek stood there kind of shocked. I think both sides are not too thrilled with the umpiring behind home plate tonight.
Yeah, a little bit of the game within the game. Both coaches for the Pioneers and for our Muckdogs have not been pleased with home plate umpire tonight.
Usually not a great sign.
Nope.
As Carl Wagner, the extra hitter, comes up to the plate. You got 4 different catchers featured in the lineup. Wagner, Dobek, Manganiello, and Grimesti. They're finding a way to get them all into the game.
Yeah, they're doing their best Muckdogs impression.
Yeah, combined 7 catchers in this game right now.
Right.
As Fesh, Bolton, actually 6. Spoke too soon. Just Fesh and Bolton tonight. No Cooper Romick. So that pitch is fouled back. The count 0-2.
So much fun watching Luke Rising pitch, the different arm angles, the different velocities that he can put out, between whether it's the low 90s fastball with the middle 70s slider. Then he drops to that arm angle as well to get that sweeping spin.
0-2 heater. Called strike 3. Luke Rising, 3 straight Ks. Just continuing to do what he's done all year. The ERA came into the day at 1.26. It's even lower now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, me and Nikita have talked about this off stream. It's weird when Rising puts a runner on base, and that's not usually how it works.
That's the level of dominance.
Right, like it's become so common to watch him dominate.
He went 2.1 shutout versus the Americans on the 15th, and the Muckdogs walk-off loss. The loss, not because of him, that's for sure. There's a swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Rising versus Manganiello. Manganiello flew out to Jacob Vesco, his first time up. Bottom of the 5th inning, only his second time up. The Pios have 3 runs on 4 hits, 3 runs on 5 hits for the Muckdogs. The 0-2. Grounded to first. Espinal fields. He'll flip to Rising, who steps on the bag in time to retire the side. So 2 straight scoreless innings of relief from Luke Rising. Has this one all tied up at 3s as we head to the 6th. Bobby Boeing still out there for the 6th inning. He's been cruising. He's set down 8 straight Muckdogs. 11 of the last 12 that he's faced. He's been on a roll. Allowed 3 in the 3rd, nothing since. He'll be going through the Muckdog order for the 3rd time now, though, starting with Tyler Castrotaro.
And maybe this is just because I'm hungry, but speaking of rolls, I see the Texas Roadhouse banners right under the scoreboard.
Count 2-0.
That was just to make you laugh.
2 balls and no strikes on Tyler Castrataro. He's flown out twice today. Part of his 0 for 2 day, but it's going to turn. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch fouled away. Luca, would you have Tyler Castrataro as your team MVP if we had to do an award show today?
If we were to do an award show today, my team MVP would be Tyler Castrataro. The versatility on defense is immediately what comes to mind. Yes, we see his stats. We know that he can hit for average. He's speedy on the base pass as well. But it's not just that, because we have guys like Inman and Horton who also just rake. So Tyler Castrataro's versatility, playing the toughest positions on defense, in shortstop, in center field, that just helps your team so much at those valuable defensive spots.
I think he has to be either 1 or 2. There's nowhere else to put him. He's just been, as you said, valuable in so many different facets of the game. It's the 2-2 pitch from Boeing. It's taken low and outside. It's also, 3 scoreless innings on the mound.
Yeah, it's like, what can't this guy do?
Payoff pitch is taken for a called strike 3. Tyler Castrataro had tossed his bat, was unbuckling his elbow guard, but now he'll have to walk back to the dugout. Not too happy with that call for out number 1.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that today. A lot of unhappiness, like we said earlier, with the home plate umpire. But something you have to play through, and it seems like the unhappiness is at least consistent for both teams.
Which, you want consistency.
Right.
You don't want consistent
unhappiness.
You've seen both sides. There's a strike on the outside corner. Both Andrew Drum and Skip Martinez, we've heard them saying, we've heard what they're saying. They're saying similar things. They're both not happy.
Right.
No balls and a strike, the count to Horton as that pitch misses outside. 1 for 2 today. A single and a stolen base in the 3rd inning, his last time up. He is the last batter to reach base for the Muckdogs in this game. That one bounces in the dirt.
Wow, that feels like ages ago. That just shows how dominant Boeing has been after that 3-run 2nd inning. Sometimes that's you need to get the jitters out. And that seems like that is what happened.
That one 2-1. That pitch low and inside. So Braden Horton very much in the driver's seat. Ahead of the count, 3-1. A guy who on the season has an on-base percentage at .521 coming into the day. Luca gotten on base 1 out 2 times today. That season total would go down as there's a fly ball into deep center field, but Baker is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down in the 6th inning. Sean Mindas up to the dish. Mindas with a pair of flyouts to center field. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch from Boeing is in there for strike 1. No balls and a strike the count. Boeing rocks and fires. That one bounces as well outside, evens the count. Add a ball and a strike. Luca, you got to give credit to Boeing against Castrataro, Horton, and Mindas. Has kept them in check. 1 for 8 today.
Yeah, that is super uncommon for our stars right there. Just a ton of credit to the Pioneer starter.
He gets Mindas to wave and miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 3 guys who the combined batting averaged around 370. 125 today. Mindas behind in the count, a ball and 2 strikes.
That's some good quick math.
I like to think I've got a sense of numbers. 1 and 2, 2 out. Boeing. A long pause. Now we'll come home. That one misses outside.
Yeah, Boeing with a little bit of a different windup right there, trying to mess with the batter's timing.
Flush on the shoulder. It breaks up a string of 10 straight Muckdogs retired. They have a base runner with 2 down, as Jackson Inman will come to the plate.
Hittable, it seemed like these past few innings. We finally get a guy on. Maybe we can turn this into a little bit of a 2-out rally.
Umpire stepped away for a moment. Now he's back. Inman awaits. The first pitch is fouled back, relatively close to the press box. I don't think that foul ball's coming today. You know, we're running out of time.
I was just going to bring it up. I'm going to have to knock on wood again. I don't think it's going to happen, which is a good thing.
And if it's not today, it's not going to be tomorrow. There's the Muckdogs in Geneva. I'm sure you can see it on the stream. A fence and a net, very much protecting us.
Yes.
Here comes the 0-1 to Inman. Fly ball. Left field and foul territory. Castro giving it a long run, but it lands foul. He showed off that speed right there.
I was just going to say, even at third base trying to make a play, his speed is just obvious, covering so much ground trying to get to that foul ball.
A ton of foul territory here at Dunn Field.
In stark contrast to beautiful Dwyer Stadium. Are you do you want more foul ground, Nikita, or are you you're less foul ground type of guy?
Yes, I'm very much anti-foul ground. Mindas taking a big jumping lead off first, but he stays put. The pitch is high. What about you? What's your stance there?
I feel like you know what? I like in baseball how each stadium seems to have like their own personality. Mm-hmm. And so if one has more foul ground as a pitch back to Mindas.
Boeing really winded up on that pickoff.
Yeah, he threw that hard back to first base trying to get him. So I'm a believer in the
ground ball hits off of Boeing's glove. Smith has to come out to field it. The flip to first is not in time. An infield single for Jackson Inman, his second hit of the day. And the Muckdogs, after 2 quick outs, now have 2 men on, threatening to take the lead in the 6th.
Yeah, Inman out of that lefty's batter's box, a great job of busting down the line to beat out that play. So Mindas hit by pitch, Inman with an infield single. And your Muckdogs have a man on first and second.
James Bolton. They must not have the scouting report on him. Look how big the hole is between first and second base. That's where James Bolton.
Yeah.
Take strike 1.
And I'll tell you something right now. If we are noticing that, James Bolton is also noticing that. Look for him to shoot a ball right into that huge gap.
No balls and a strike.